all the people who have come all the way to attend our fundraising program today. So let's start with our Quran Pak. Our recitation of Holy Quran will be done by Dinesh Bhatti. He is Hafizul Quran, son of Salma Bhatti. He is a full-time student, computer sciences at Harper College also. So let me invite Mr. Dinesh Bhatti to come and do the recitation of Holy Quran.
I just want to make a correction. He pronounced it English accent, but his name is Danish Bhatti.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا وقعت الواقعة ليس لوقعتها كاذبة خافضة رافعة إذا رجت الأرض رجا وبست الجبال بسا فكانت هباء منبثا وكنتم أزواجا ثلاثا فأصحاب الميمنة ما أصحاب الميمنة وأصحاب المشأمة ما أصحاب المشأمة والسابقون السابقون أولئك المقربون في جنات النعيم ثلة من الأولين وقليل من الآخرين على سرر موضونة متكئين عليها متقابلين يطوف عليهم ولدان مخلدون بأكواب وأباريق وكأس من معين لا يصدعون عنها ولا ينزفون وفاكهة مما يتخيرون ولحم طير مما يشتهون صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakallah. All right, so I'm going to invite one of the very renowned, very well-known personalities in Chicago. She has been doing a lot of charitable work for a very well-known organization, Human Development Foundation, Dr. Nahid Qayyum. PP has just recently, because they have a lot of charitable projects, our current president, Amra Rahman, she has decided to join a water project for Sadaqah Jariyah with the Human Development Foundation. So she's going to give a description of all the projects, you know, what they are doing in Pakistan to do all the charitable work to give pure drinking water to all the needy. So without any delay, I invite Dr. Nahid Qayyum to come to the podium and give a brief description about the project.
Thank you very much for that introduction. Assalamu alaikum and Ramadan Kareem to all of you in this auspicious month. It is my pleasure and honor to address this my own PPS and HDF supporters and crowd. So without much ado, let's start with the presentation. The Human Development Foundation, I think most people here know the organization. Who doesn't know Human Development Foundation? Everyone knows. Okay, great. So this is an organization, as you all know. It's a not-for-profit organization that involves itself with a very unique approach to community service. And what it is, it's a holistic approach. Next, please. Asif. Yeah, I was going to have it here, but you didn't have a long enough, electric wire. So anyway, we'll depend on Asif to do that. So I always like to start with the mission. The mission is to facilitate a non-political movement for positive social change and community empowerment through mass literacy, enhanced quality of education, universal primary health care, and grassroots economic development. Next. That's a lot. So why do we want to do all this? I mean, this is too much. Just go have a school or have a clinic and be done. But the problem is that if you do one of these things and not the other, you really don't make a difference. You put a beautiful building there and the children don't show up because they are sick or they are poor. The teachers don't show up because they're not in the community, they don't have a commitment. Or they are too sick to be able to show up to work. And these kids never get educated, so they never have any job. So in the end, what you end up doing is really taking up the community and doing the whole holistic model. This is just to show you where we are in Pakistan. We have our presence in all the 4 provinces, and we have the urban and the rural model. And alhamdulillah, we've been able to reach out to 2 million people over 20 districts. In fact, it's 33, this is another slide. Next. So again, to recap, the holistic model consists of 5 components. These components are the primary health care, education, sustainable environment, the social mobilization, and the economic development. Today, because the PPS is a physicians organization and it concerns itself with health, we will focus mainly on the 2 components, which is the health care and water. Why water? Because water management, as we know, we are at a crisis level globally. And you don't want to say it, but most people say that the next world war may be because of water. And we don't want a world war, so let's banish the water. So, next please. So in that, if we start with the health care, how does HDF manage to give health care to all these people in the villages? Now we are all from Pakistan and we know that the villages are scattered. There are no roads. There's no way to get to a health clinic if you put one somewhere. So what we have is door-to-door delivery of the health service. We have the lady health visitors who go to each house and they do the preventive care, the preventive health education. Then we have the little clinics where people can come, but they have no transportation. So what do we do for the little villages? We have the mobile clinics, and the mobile clinic means it's a small van. It has 1 doctor, 2 lady health visitors, 1 community health worker, and a dispenser. So they go to a village, they park there for the whole day and dispense medicines, dispense preventive health care, vaccination, and everything that's needed for that community. And they go on a schedule so the people know ahead of time where the van is going to be, so they all show up there. What's another way of delivering healthcare? Because even in the United States, we know healthcare is there, but access is the problem. So in order to get the access, the other thing we do is we go out to the schools. And in the school we have the vision and the hearing screening. And with that, next slide. So the vision and the screenings. This is another very flagship program of HDR, the Mother-Child Health and Wellness. The figures that we see here are really pathetic, and these are UNICEF figures. You just imagine 400,000 children die before their 5th birthday in Pakistan. What does it mean? It means that 1,000 children die each day. And why do they die? These are preventable diseases. These are diseases that they could have been vaccinated for. These are diseases that they could have avoided by drinking clean water. So some of these waterborne diseases and communicable diseases are a big problem, not only for the children and the infants, but for the mother, the childbearing age mothers. And you can imagine that with this kind of a figure, you definitely need a program that's holistic, that starts from the beginning of conception, all throughout the pregnancy, and then after the child is born, you provide them antenatal care. So this is a picture of one of our healthcare workers who's actually doing that evaluation. And with that, what we have been able to achieve is remarkable. We have been able to get a decrease. What time is up? 3 more minutes. Okay. I'm told 3 more minutes, but I'm going to take 8 more minutes. So I'll quickly go through that. So Mother and Child Wellness Program has managed to bring down the infant mortality rate, the child mortality rate, and the MMR. Next, please. Next. This is the vision program where we go out to the schools and provide them with the glasses. Next. This is some of the impact that we have been able to do with your donation, and you will hear more about that. There is a lot of information on the tables as well. Next, please. This again is a project of the environmental sustainability. Next. The power of water. Today we are going to talk about water, and this is what makes the things move. So where do we need water? We need water to clean ourselves, to do the laundry, and drinking water. If it's not clean, then people die of communicable diseases. So how do we actually manage the water? We have some dams in the drought areas. We also install hand pumps and the canals for irrigation. Next, please. Next. Here is a very graphic picture of the ladies on the upper corner. They do not have access to water, so all of them are actually pulling water from a well, and that is laborious work. That is very hard work. What HDF has been able to do in the lower side, you can see we have the water filtration plants. Next. Here is some of the figures. 96% of the population has now access to improved water, and 250 projects have been done, which includes things like completed dams, hand pumps, and filtration plants. Next. So, together, if we join hands, we can actually change lives of these communities and give them the facilities that they need to change their lives. Next. Here are some examples of how you can help. $100 can provide you medicines for children, and $35,000 is what it takes to run a clinic. And every dollar amount in between is sure to help in one way or the other. So you pick the dollar amount and it will translate into good work. Next. These are the HDF projects for 2019. You can look at the prices. One filtration plant costs for $17,000. Now, one person can give $15,000, or 3 people can give $5,000 each. And what we can do is put their name, their plaques on the water filtration plant. And that name, of course, is in your honor and Sadqa Jariya, no question. Next. This is again a breakdown of what your dollars can do. $270 for a hand pump, and a solar water filtration plant would be for $18,000. Now you can get a solar filtration plant which is more expensive, or the electric which is less expensive. But solar, of course, is more dependable. Next. In this room, if you don't want to write a big check, write a small check. $1 a day is all we need to sustain a family. So if you can sign up for $30 a month on your credit card, then you really are supporting a family. 60 will get you 2 families. So you decide how much you want to participate at. Next, please. And thank you so much for listening to this. And we hope that if you have any questions, you will approach me. On the table in the back, we have our Executive Director, Mustafa Kamal, and we'll be able to answer any and all of your questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mahdi. We apologize, we do not have enough time, to explain all these projects, but it was good enough. And now I will invite Dr. Imtiaz Anaim, one of our very well-known physicians who is running our charitable PPS clinic. So I think he doesn't need any further introduction. Let's talk.
Assalamu alaikum, Samina. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. name is Dr. Jalrani, and I'm one of the PPS members and APNA members, and we are here to talk about our project, that's APNA PPS Clinic. And this is closer to home. I know HDF does a wonderful job with the project in Pakistan. This is what home is, and this is where we all are, and this is where we need to really get your support. This project this is the 10th anniversary of our PPS APNA Healthcare Center. And I want to appreciate and I want to thank you all, my original supporters, and Dr. Aftab Khan, Dr. Veena Sen, there are many more in this room. This project actually belongs to you, all of you, with your generous support over the years. This is 10th year, and I don't think money was ever a problem. You know, anytime we went out and people have donated, and this project has been one of the oldest and well-run projects of APNA in the United States. So I appreciate all of you, your help, coming here, supporting the project. I have a short presentation. You all know this clinic, and I would recommend that you spread this to your own community so we can get a better representation of all the communities. Next slide. This is our mission statement, and we all good. Asif, next one. Established 2008 and remodeled, over 4,000 patient encounters in over 10 years. Lab imaging services. We have multiple partners that include our own physicians. Healthcare system, that's Amita, one of the bigger healthcare systems in western suburbs now, and we are partnered with them. We have gone through a few changes in administration. It used to be the Adventist health system, now it's Amita, now it's Presence, but nobody is objecting to our projects, and they have taken on this with open arms, as you all do. We open every Saturday and we open every alternate Tuesdays. And we have a physician all the time, and our clinic is open. The next step is to open up with nurse practitioners and open more hours, and that's why we are hoping to get some more funds for that thing. We have a primary care center, medication, prescription, specialist services, about 20 specialties, and we provide these services at their offices, not at the clinic. So that way we don't have any of them tie up their time to see one or two patients in the clinic. Next one. I think this is one of the things that we all are very proud of, and this is charitable indeed in a way that we used to be that at the time you have a vaccine that we give meningitis vaccine. Now, because the requirement for the Umrah as well, so we have the vaccine around the year, and I want to thank Malika, advocate at Good Samaritan Hospital. So their support for the vaccine. The vaccine costs about $100 per vaccine, but we provide it for free. Next. Next. That's it. Next, please. I want to show some pictures. I know everybody has seen. Asif. Next, there are some of the physician volunteers, and I appreciate every one of them, and they are really the backbone of this whole project. Asif, next. Next. So, as I mentioned, we need a full-time staff. Nurse practitioner would be probably the best thing to do with this going forward. Next, Asif. Next. This is the clinic. This looks like a nice, spacious place, the waiting room. Asif, next. Next. Just some pictures. This is the exam room. This is one of the doctors. I want to appreciate all of them. Veena, Asif, and Aftab are here. This is one of our healthcare day last year. Next. This is the, actually I want to show this slide. This was last year in February when there was 6 feet of snow outside. And our clinic was full with the patients in there. So they come for if you provide a good service. Next. This is Dr. Uzma Sayed. Other than there is a student from Ireland who happened to be in the clinic that day. Uzma does a lot of endocrinology. So that is really a big help for us. Next. This is the healthcare day. So more pictures. This is again. Next. 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 So this is some of the volunteers. Some of them have gone on to become pharmacists and physicians and all that. But new people come in, and this provides an opportunity for the younger folks to get involved with the healthcare system. All our own kids, our families, our friends' kids come. And then also provide the internship for the residents. They come in, and that is really a big factor that they provide access to the healthcare. Next. Again, now I want to bring everyone to say prayers for Dr. Alvi, who is no longer with us, and he is one of my original person who was at the clinic with me on the first day. He is no longer with us, but his services are unmatched and long-lasting, and he is a mentor to all of us, and especially I take a lot of guidance from him to help this one out and wish him all the nice days in Jannah. And he's a wonderful person, and I just wanted to bring, I saw some old pictures of it, and I thought you should sort of see that. Next one. Always happy to help, always happy to support and all that. Bring everybody together and connect with the project. Next. Now, I want to thank Apna. Apna has a big role to play because their office, their space, that we get it for very nominal rent, like $1 a month, because that's by law we have to do that. And then there are over 10 administration of Apna, this clinic has survived, so hopefully it will just keep going because nobody is objecting to this because it's a good project. They say the success has 100 followers and failure is an outcome, so this is one of the successful projects, and I appreciate everyone coming. I know it's a start time almost, but I want you to spread the word. Please come and visit the clinic, and we will love to tour the clinic, and if you are a physician volunteer, we'll be happy to have you at the clinic, and we will provide malpractice insurance. That's the one biggest concern people have, but we will provide the malpractice insurance through ISMI. Thank you very much. It's Rosa time now. Dua karo. So I will end here, and I thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What's the start time over here? Huh? Okay. Okay, so we are going to have one more presentation by Dr. Nazaina Aftab. She's an infectious disease specialist, and she's the chairperson of our youth committee. She has planned to do some very enthusiastic kind of projects this year. So she's going to give you details and explanation about those projects. So let me invite Dr. Nazaina Aftab to come to the podium and give a brief introduction about her projects. And guys, it's also iftar time. You can go ahead and break your iftar also.
Please break your iftar. Dr. Nazaina will be there in 5 minutes after you guys have broken your iftar. Thank you.
But I want to let you know about 3 main projects that youth committee is really proud of. The first one is next slide. Yes. The first one is stem cell match drive. PBS youth started a drive for stem cell match. One of our daughters, Linnea, developed leukemia and needed stem cell transplant. The chance of finding your match is highest in your own ethnic group, and we South Asians do not have our names in the bone marrow and the stem cell registry be that much. So we started a workshop to educate our young and not so young leaders, who then held a drive in Libertyville Mosque last month to enroll more volunteers and also donors in the stem cell and also the bone marrow registry. We are planning to have many more such projects in other mosques. There is one in pipeline in IFS. Hopefully there will be many more in ICN and Mecca Center also. Also local grad and undergrad schools where MSA and PSA have a presence will be a good resource too. Next slide. Back to School Drive, which is actually a brainchild of Dr. Mirza. We are accepting money for it too today. That will be a sadaqah. Plan is to make school bags for deserving children with essentials like notebooks, pencils, pens, erasers, and then to distribute them in the underserved communities with the name of PPS. Next slide. The third and very important project, which is a brainchild of Dr. Rahman. Plan is to make the lunch boxes and the dinner boxes and distribute them among the homeless people and also in the homeless shelters. There are many such projects that BPS is taking over this year, and we would be happy to accept any sadaqah or any kind of donation from you guys. On behalf of BPS Youth Committee, I thank you so much for coming here today. Thanks.
See what Dr. Amra Rahman has to say today. Assalamu alaikum. I know all of you came with the intention of supporting our projects and donating something. So may Allah accept your intentions, Allah may accept all the prayers, rosas, and all the donations that you guys will give. Since all the rewards this month for every charity they are double, so I will request you to donate generously. You guys have heard about all the plans, all the projects that you guys have in place for this year. For my friends, please pay attention to me. So I'm going to say something for my friends on this table. Because many people know PPS. Okay, for you guys. So yeah. So I'm going to tell you that PPS is an organization by physicians, and it was made with the goal to help the younger physicians and the current physicians in the community, to establish the newer one and that the physicians who are already in the community to support each other. Support each other in either way, for finding the jobs or making the relationships, and then make a social relationship with everybody. But, I want still you guys to be listening to me. But it's inclusive of all the community. It's just not restricted to physicians. It's made by physicians, but it's inclusive of all the community. And its goal is to make social relationships, social contacts and relationships in the community. And we are here for each other in times of need, which could be happiness or unfortunately sorrow times. And that's what I have seen in PPS. PPS is just not an organization, it's a family where everybody is there for each other. Are you guys listening to me? I'm going to ask you later on what I said, okay? There will be a test later on my speech. So you guys better listen to me. I'm going to have MCQs later. There will be a person standing by the door with the MCQs. And if you don't answer, you won't be able to go outside. It's totally free for anybody who comes to our door. This year our goal is to raise the hours and to help more patients, because so far due to limited funds or whatever availability we have only volunteer physicians which can only give certain timings in a week's time, in a month's time. Now we want to hire somebody and we need funds to hire that person so that we can provide healthcare opportunities to more patients in the community. So please donate generously to our clinic project. Then this year, my project that I wanted to start something which is the Sadaqah Jariyah, and it will be for all of us. Okay, so that water project that we are starting this year, it was my dream to start something which will be, Sadaqah Jariyah for all of us. So we have collaborated with HDF. HDF has been working on the water projects for many years, and they have established programs providing clean water in Pakistan. So we will be adopting one of their projects in Sindh area where people are very poor and they don't have any clean water over there. So whatever you will donate, that will be Sadaqah Jariyah from you guys. So I want to raise enough funds that I can have one whole unit in the Sindh area, Parkar, where people are very poor and they have no water, and clean water is, again, it's a big thing for them. So please donate for that project, because that is Sadaqah Jariyah for all of you. Then my other two small projects are that I wanted to feed the homeless, which will, your Sadaqah will be accepted for that, for all the homeless in Chicago. We will be going one day. Any one of you or your children who want to participate, please contact me, and any kids can join for that one. So then, and my last project is Back to the School Drive, where we will be providing school supplies to the needy students in Chicago. My last but not least project is Save a Life and Be the Match. You have seen my volunteers sitting on desks so patiently since the event started, and I have seen nobody has approached those girls. So please go and ask them, what is that project? That project does not require any money, but it just requires your passion. We are raising awareness for a girl, Linia, who's 27-year-old Pakistani girl in California. And I know her through some resources, a beautiful girl, and her mom had contacted one of her family friends a few months ago. They were looking, match for her, because she wanted to get married, her daughter. And now in 2 months, the girl has been diagnosed with terminal disease, and we are desperately looking a match for her. And then this is just few cc of your blood, which you guys will give, will save a life. I request all of you, please register yourself with the girls. If you have any question, all those volunteer kids are very knowledgeable about this. They have been doing this drive. They have done drives. Ask them any questions and they will answer your questions. Please stop by at that booth and ask the girls all the questions, and I really request all of you to register for this. If you can save one life, that will be, to me, that is the best thing if you could do it. And that's all I wanted to say. With that, I want to say thank you to all of you. May Allah accept your coming here, and please donate generously. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Mainadin. Then secondly, it's Dr. Rahat Sheikh, who has also announced $1,000. Thank you, Dr. Rahat. And then third is Dr. Sajid, who has also announced $1,000. Then it's Dr. Samina Hijab, who has also announced $1,000. Dr. Nurulain Mirza has also announced $1,000. Dr. Farah Salahuddin has also announced $1,000. I appreciate all of you. And I'm announcing my check as well. I'll be donating $5,000.
It's an ayat number 271. I'm only going to read the translation. अगर तुम खैरात ज़ाहिर दो तो वो भी खूब है, अगर कशीदा दो और वो भी अहले हाजत को तो वो खूब तर है। इस तरह कर दुनिया तुम्हारे गुनाहों को भी दूर करेगा और खुदा तुम्हारे सब कामों की खबर है। So Ramadan is the month of charity. Let's open our hearts and wallets. And I think we all believe we are giving this charity for a very good cause here. We appreciate all of you being here today. And you guys have been supporting this organization for a long time. It's not the first time, and I hope it's not going to be the last time.
Assalamu alaikum. I want to announce donation by one of the big supporters. He has always supported PPS over a number of years. Dr. Samir Shafi, who has donated $5,000 for this project. Please big round of applause for Dr. Samir Shafi. Samir, can you please come and say a few words? You have always supported the society, so we want to hear from you what keeps you to support the EPS over a number of years every year. So just a few words.
Thank you, Amin. Briefly, EPS के जितने अच्छे projects कर रहे हैं, EPS House, EPS Clinic, I think इसमें हम सबको support करना चाहिए और मेरा notion ये है कि कोई भी जो भी किसी किस्म का अच्छा काम कर रहा है जो कि community के लिए पाकिस्तान के लिए let's kind of hold their hands और आकर मिलकर ना जो भी हम कर सके अपनी capacity में पाकिस्तान के लिए PPS के लिए तो मिलकर करें तो I would also request you कि आप भी generously donate करें और PPS माशाल्लाह हमारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है reflects us हमारी पहचान है अगर PPS strong होगी तो हम strong होंगे और thank you very much.
Shukriya Sameer. You know there is a message, एक मैसेज है जो नेट पे रोटेट कर रहा है और आप लोगों ने पढ़ा हो या ना पढ़ा हो तो it was very it has really impacted me कि सूडान में खुतबा हुआ जुमे का तो जो इमाम हैं वो मंबर पे आए और उन्होंने कहा कि एक भूखे को खाना खिलाना 100 मस्जिदों की तामीर से ज़्यादा बेहतर है और उसके बाद उन्होंने कहा आप लोग अपनी सफ़ें दुरुस्त कर लें. That was the sermon that feeding a hungry person is better than building 100 mosques. That was his understanding. So the projects we have at PBS, it's not only about feeding or improving water supply, but it's also about improving the healthcare. In the United States, nobody dies because of hunger, but people die because of poor healthcare, not getting access to healthcare. And our PPS clinic provide healthcare to indigent population free of cost. So not only we have the water project, feeding the homeless, but also providing access to healthcare as well. So please donate generously.
Alright, so we are waiting for the checks. Anyone who wants to bring a check, please.
That PBS has been thriving and have been successful in accomplishing the project. And as my colleagues requested earlier, same is with you. I want to say that since last year, PBS has gone beyond the traditional projects of clinic and PPS house for the support of young students, and now we have been trying to support the community-related projects, especially to the community where we work, where we treat our patients. So please, I know that you have been donating throughout the month of Ramadan, and there are a lot of projects and a lot of organizations working, but I consider PPS as our parent organization, our basic organization, given the fact we are physicians. So please be generous and donate in whatever capacity you can. Thank you very much.
हम चलते हैं डॉक्टर साहब। रफिया ने पहले भेज दिया था, मगर दिस इज एडिशनल।